Welcome back to your Digital Hustle News. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I am, and if you're not, here's some energy for you. We're going to talk about cryptos, guys. Which ones? The ones that I am holding going into Q4 as well as 2022, guys. I am revealing my bag right now, okay? And I'm also going to reveal some strategies, some tips, a lot of other crypto things that we like to talk about. Not going to take too much of your time because it's the weekend, guys, and there's football on. And I'm trying to watch it. So, we're going to talk about what I'm holding in my portfolio, guys. You can see the metrics right here. Sitting on a lot of ETH, a lot of Clever, a lot of E Gold as my top holdings by weight, if you will, by quantity. And then you can see that the others are made up of 6% to XLM. That's only because I'm working on an NFT project on Lightment. So I got a lot of Stellar over there, guys. So just bear with me. I know I've been talking a lot about Stellar. You're probably like, why you only got 6% in Stellar on your bag? I'm like, well, just give me a minute. Things working in progress, guys. But the other 32%, that's where it gets fun, guys. But let's scroll through this list. As you can see, we got Ethereum up top, Clever followed behind it. Now, these two here, guys, my Ethereum, this is Ethereum 2.0. I am locked in a staking contract. I got zero point zero 0.04 Ethereum, and things have been looking pretty good. Now, the buy price is actually a little bit lower. I got in around 2,900, but I've added more, and uh, they once you add more, once you do a new transaction, that average buy price changes. But Clever, as you can see, guys, I got in at 4 cent. That was when our last dip in May occurred. It's taking a minute for Clever to recover, but I was down like three. Well, it was down way more than that. It has crawled back up to about 96 cents. So once Clever breaks 4 cent and breaks this 4 cent 97 tenths level, I'll be back in profit. Plus, I'm staking and constantly getting more Clever, guys, at 10%. That is why I love Clever. Make sure you check the link in the description or the QR code so you can get signed up for that. But got some ego, guys, holding that in the MyYard wallet. Now, the the holdings, you may notice that it's low. The balance is low. I picked this number for a reason. I'm going to explain that to you as well. But let's go through the list. Of course, we got Captain Stellar Lumens, as well as a little bit of XRP, guys. I got a little bit of XRP. I'm starting that bag up because it is that time. Of course, still holding Uni, Tron, reactivated my VeChain bag, guys. We did really well off VeChain earlier this year. You'll see that when we take a look at a chart that I have for you guys. But got gas, H bar, basic attention token. Now I'm getting basic attention token through my Brave browser. Okay, so that's an asset I don't necessarily have to buy if I want to, but I will. Of course, I'm going to build on this stack. You could look at this right now as my round one of funding, if you will. But Solana, Tezos, of course, holding Tezos, IOTX, got a nice little bag of IOTX because investing in the IoT sector at this price, guys, you'll never see it again. ICP, of course, you guys know how much I like ICP. Bitmark token. Now, BMX. This crypto here is the exchange token for the Bitmart platform where you can get a coin. So, as you can see, right next to the almighty Digibyte, we have a coin still sitting on that. Now, going down the list, of course, we got some of the smaller caps. We have Ape NFT. Now, this, how most people feel about Shiba Inu, this is how I feel about Ape NFT, guys. It's it's not just an art NFT concept here. We're dealing with the storage of contemporary art, which is an industry that not many people are aware of how much money goes through. Okay? Contemporary art is something that'll never go away. Some of the things that we grew up seeing in the art world will become contemporary and they'll look to store it for future generations. That's Ape NFT's use case right there, guys. So See that sitting on a milli of those 1.2, definitely going to get more guys at these prices. Okay, this one you can get on KuCoin, but got into XDC. Know I'm holding that, guys. Car Vertical just did the video about that, guys. This is the auto industry market when it comes to blockchain as of right now, guys. You got others coming into the space. I was just having a discussion in the comments with a brother, Fetch AI, and their work with Bosch. That's more centered around artificial intelligence, self-driving. So that's another one, and you'll see on the list. Got some Fetch too, but as far as blockchains that are specifically focused in the auto industry, the only one I've seen is Car Vertical, guys. And you know, I got some Algorand. Now, this is sitting on Coinbase, getting that good 4-5% staking. Definitely going to start compounding on this. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is round one. All right. These are the assets that I'm holding not only into Q4, but throughout 2022, guys. I've watched this market unfold for the last 2 years, guys. October marks this next week actually marks my 2 year anniversary in cryptocurrency, guys. So I have been seeing and watching and studying. Okay. And the reason why this list is so diverse, you see, we got Neo here, we got Energy Web Token, we got Chili's. The reason why this list is so diverse, guys, is because I've learned that I am an industrial investor. I have an industrial investor perspective. I like to invest by the sector. So, yeah, my asset bag is going to be pretty big, but I have found a way to break it down to one magical number, 42. It's the meaning of life, and it's my favorite number. So, from an esoteric perspective, if you will, the the mathematics, the geometry with the way that I built this portfolio also adds to its strength, guys. We have Sensorium, we have crypto.com, we have Constellation. Okay, now this one is important. It ties into some of the study that I have been doing around blockchain and distributed ledger technology. There's another form of distributed ledger technology that's called directed acyclic graphing. Okay. That is what DAG stands for. Okay. So, along with HBAR having its own hash graph type of DLT and IOTA using Tangle as their DLT, Constellation uses directed acyclic graphs as their DLT. It's one of a kind. Okay. So if you want to build a portfolio around DLT blockchain, you need, well, of course, Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's optional, Bitcoin or Ethereum, because they both use blockchain. Okay. But if you want to be looking towards the future, I would lean more towards Ethereum, have some Bitcoin, but lean more towards Ethereum. Second, you would need IOTA, the Tangle. That's the second type of distributed ledger technology. Third would, of course, be Constellation, DAG, and then fourth, Hashgraph, HBAR. Those five assets right there make up cryptocurrency. They make up everything that we're doing right now. All of these other assets are built, the majority are built off of blockchain, and others are trying to find interoperability channels to connect these other blockchains, guys. So that's, I once I learned that, I really got like very bullish on Constellation, guys. But as you can see, we got Render and of course Fetch AI, IOTA, some Polygon. Got to have a leader and layer 2 action. Engine Coin is on here. That technically shouldn't be on there, but I'm receiving interest on that on Vault, so I just kind of added that because Engine's a good project. So wouldn't be considered in the 42. If 42 was a ranking system, it would probably fall around 44, right under Theta Network, which didn't make this list, and I'll tell you why once we get to the end. But Chainlink, guys, of course, the Central Land, the king of games, Cello, who is also looking to shift to a DAG type DLT. Okay, so you want to keep your eye on Cello, guys. Gotta have these. Yeah, these ones down here, guys. These are the ones that I have yet to add to the portfolio to complete the 42, okay? Litecoin, Sia Coin, Raven Coin, Indoor Protocol, and of course the almighty BTC. I had some BTC going into this, about $500-600 worth that I used to break down amongst these different assets over time. So I'm going to definitely reaccumulate some Bitcoin. Yes, I'm buying in at a high price, but the target is 100,000. So if I catch it before 60K, which I will, then I'm doubling. That's fine with me. I'll double my Bitcoin stack, but the rest of these are going to 10x, 12x, 15, And while we're on the subject of 12x and 15x, and let me show you something, guys. Okay. Now, I was going to delete this, but this was my portfolio coming into the year. Okay. This is what I was holding coming into the year. And I want to show you how strong diversity is. Okay. And it goes back to why I chose the $500 price mark. As you can see, guys, that's where I started at, around 500 bucks at the beginning of, well, we'll say Q4 of 2020. Okay. Started around 500 bucks and just kept accumulating, as you can see here. Now, I believe this is around the time the bull run sparked off, and nothing was ever the same, guys. Nothing was ever the same. This chart, of course, doesn't show all the other channels in crypto that I was intermingled in at the time. I I like I said, guys, I did pretty good at the beginning of this year. So, if you're new to the space and you stumbled upon this channel, I'm about to give you the honest viewpoint of how this market works. You can make a lot of money in a little bit of time. Okay? That is why they want to regulate it so bad, guys, because there's no way to define this money. All right? There's no way to define this money. But let me show you the power of diversity, guys. As you can see, this VeChain ran up to 20 cents, guys. So, and I actually got in at 2 cents, but of course, you know how when you add transactions, so forth and so on. But sitting on Stellar, earning interest on that. Look at where I got in Solana, guys. Would explain the videos on the channel, right? 26 bucks. You see where we are. But this is an example, guys, of how much money you can actually make. And these are just small numbers. These are just small numbers. So imagine what these other crypto YouTubers are making, or just people in general, guys. If you're new to the space, again, this section would be more so focused at you. And you're wondering why, and there's Theta, of course. So you know I do support Theta. I've had it. But, and you're wondering, because I know when I first got into it, the mental, your first lesson in crypto is getting your mentality together, because crypto will whip you into shape mentally, genuinely. Okay. But let it be known, let me be a voice of evidence to show you that you can make life-changing money in this ecosystem. All right. It takes a little bit of diligence, a lot of patience, a whole lot of patience. And of course doing your own research, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Now, I have comprised this list specifically, the Power 42, after 2 years of studying this market. Not just the technical patterns and the trends, but I'm talking industries, companies corresponding with those companies, countries involved, technologies, different types of DLTs, different types of payment channels, layer twos, multi-sigs, everything. Guys, you can tell by how diverse the channel is. My brain has been all in this stuff. So, the 42 assets on this list, they encompass every industry: automotive, Algorand, XDC, XRP, Stellar Lumens. We already know what they do. Tezos, we already know what that's about. Okay, basic attention token HBAR, Neo and Gas. I've been telling you guys about Neo and Gas all year, because over in the Asia Pacific region, that is the Ethereum. Okay. That is the Ethereum. And people will see that. All right. Of course, VeChain, we all know what VeChain does. If Neo is the Ethereum over in that region, Tron is their Bitcoin. Obviously, the ecosystem is expanding on a daily basis, guys. And of course, nobody is covering these. Clever is already a perfect piece in that Tron ecosystem. It was the communicable layer, the entry gateway for the everyday person to get into the Tron ecosystem and discover how deep it is. Elron, there's nothing that needs to be said there. Elron has tied everybody. You want to talk about interoperability? Elron is doing that. Okay. Other assets on here like Chainlink. I finally came into the understanding of Chainlink within the last couple of months, guys. None of these other assets would be able to do what they do without Chainlink technology. So imagine how big it's going to be in the future. Energy Web token, we already know there is $100 billion coming out of this human infrastructure bill that will be allocated towards environmental stuff. All right. Who do you think they're going to get to support it? They're already partnered with Shell, Exxon, all the other energy companies in the world. They're going to be the first to stand, obviously. Chili's, much the same story. However, they're in the sporting industry. All right. Socios is slowly growing to be one of the biggest crypto sports platforms, and it's powered by Chili's. All right. Chili's has also been moving up recently as well, as sports runs all year round, guys. So every year you're looking at a new layer and a new layer of fans. Now with blockchain being involved, you're looking at a new layer and a new layer of investors, potentially more attention. Okay. Sensorium, the metaverse. Enough said. Crypto.com, quite possibly the strongest exchange token on this list next to KuCoin. All right. Because you see Crypto.com on regular TV, on mainstream television. I need more. I need more. We will get that. But render for the metaverse, GPU processing, it is crucially important, even for these video games. These coming blockchain video games, they're gonna need the graphics have to look good. That's what render does. Artificial intelligence is our future. We know this. IoT, IOTA, guys, it's an industrial perspective. I'm looking at sectors here, and these 42 assets, guys, that I'm sharing with you, that's what they do, guys. That's where we're covered. Future of finance in all sectors, covering ESG standards, so forth and so on, guys. But before we get out of here, just want to run through the list one more time. So that way, you guys, if you're interested in some of these assets, or if you want to jot this down and follow it yourself. Of course, it's not financial advice. It's not what I'm here to do. I am an investor, however, just like you guys. Okay. I am attracted to this market because there is something telling me that this is the future of the world that I'm living in. So if you share the mind, that same, if you are of like mind with that sentiment, then this is the video for you. This is the channel for you. And I thank you for being here. Now, top of the list, future of finance, of course, Ethereum, Clever, Elrond or eGold, the almighty Stellar, and XRP tag team tandem, Uniswap, leader of decentralized exchanges, Tron, VeChain, Gas, HBAR, basic attention token, Solana, Tezos, IOTX, Internet Computer Protocol, bringing smart contracts to Bitcoin. Remember that. Bitmark token, another exchange token. This could be a next potential cool coin. You never know, guys. Or crypto.com. But Digibyte, Acoin, future powering a continent. You know, Ape NFT, future of contemporary art. XDC, future of finance. Car Vertical, automotive. Algorand, future of finance. Neo, Energy Web, Chili's, Sensorium, Crypto.com, Constellation, DAG, Render Token, Fetch, IOTA, Polygon, Engine, it's just optional. Chainlink, Decentraland, Cello, Litecoin, Sia Coin, the competitor to Filecoin, Ravencoin, the king of tokenization backed by JP Morgan, Indoor Protocol, predictive analytics. Gary Gensler called for it. It's going to come out of nowhere. And of course, the almighty Bitcoin. It's just a must have in a portfolio, guys. And don't forget, of course, on top of this, to compensate your assets, guys, if you don't have to do the whole list, of course, this is a lot to manage. So if you just want to take a portion of this list, if you want to take this list and break it down by sector and just have small little bag focused in certain industries that you think are going to blow next, it's all up to you guys. I'm just here to give you the water, if you will. Okay. But also want to have a percentage of this in your stable coins. They're looking to they're the SEC and the crypto regulators, they're looking to lower those yield rates when it comes to stable coins. So these 10%, 12%, 13% interest rates that we're getting right now, guys, they might not last next time this year. Okay, by this time next year. So always want to have that. That is also powerful when it comes to buying the dips. So with all that being said, guys, I hope you found some value in this video. And if you did, of course, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe, guys. Of course, you know where to reach me. Comment section, description section, QR code. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you alone now so you can enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm about to go watch a heap ton of football, and that's that. But as always, guys, I want you to have a great weekend, have a prosperous weekend, and most importantly, let's make this money. I'll see y'all in the next.